Hello, everyone. Hello, Karimu followers. I am Edu, a volunteer from Brazil, and I'm here with a special guest for our next episode of Karimu Talks. I'm here with Francis Panga, that is one of our staff, one of the members of our staff in Tanzania. Francis, how are you? Welcome to Karimu Talks.
Thank you very much, Edu. I'm very well. Good to see you again.
Very nice to see you. So, Francis, tell to our audience, who are you and how did you get to Karimu? So, tell a little bit of your story and what are you doing in Karimu?
Well, my story is a bit longer, but I'll try to make it shorter. I am Francis Wolfgang Panga. I was born here in Babati in Atareda, which is actually where Karimu works right now. So I started primary school here and then went to secondary school and then high school. And after that, I went to University of Dar es Salaam and where I pursued my goal of becoming a professional musician. So I studied Bachelor of Art in Music. And then thereafter I graduated and I had different plan actually to be a musician. And by then I didn't have any money to start a recording music studio. So I had to go back to my village. And what was in my mind was to be an entrepreneur. So I did started my goal by doing chicken farming. So I was based on commercial chicken farming. And then by that, I didn't have any knowledge about chicken. So it was just give it a try, but I failed because I bought the chickens from unfaithful seller, so they were not vaccinated. So I lost 75% of my chickens, and that was like heartbroken to me because I was just starting, and by then I didn't have any money to invest, so I had to sell my everything I had. Obviously, I had my computer from university and smartphone, so I sold in order to buy those chickens. And can you imagine that they lost 75%? So it was like, what else can I do? But to me, I was born in a very poor family, so to give up was never my choices because I don't have any plan B. So I had to do it again. I did find some money by working very hard, and then I restarted my business. And to start, I had to learn because once you fail, you have to find out why did you fail, and then how can you restart again and be successful. So I learned from the internet, from very successful people how to do chicken, and then I started myself. And now I am one of the most successful chicken farmers in my area. I already sold more than 5,000 chickens and tons of eggs in my community. So I'm kind of like role model for my community, especially for youth. And then before that success, I heard about Karimu entrepreneurship training. And actually, this is what I was looking for. I went to university, and for example, in my country, most of the curriculum, most part of the curriculum is just a theory. You learn like things that happened in the past. So no new innovations, no new skills. So when I joined Karimu, entrepreneurship was like dreams comes true because from there I learned how to expand my business, how to plan my chicken farming because I wasn't thinking about the future. I was just thinking like, how can I get money to eat, to buy clothes, and that's all, like anybody else. So from there, my life turned away. Like I started to think how can I grow my business, and I get a lot of skills from record keeping, identify your earnings, your savings, your revenue, and all the expenses. And from there, I started to plan my business, and now I'm one of the successful people in my community. Yeah,
So,
so
making a recap here. So you graduated in the university. You want to be a musician, but you were born in a very poor family. You had to find a way to make money. You started a chicken farm. You sold everything you had to start a chicken farm. There was a big mistake, a problem. You failed in the chicken farm. You lost 70%, 75% of your production. And then you found the entrepreneurship program of Karimu. You learn important concepts about being an entrepreneur from the Karimu entrepreneurship program. And then you try again, and then you succeed. And
yeah,
so Karimu was very important in this pivot of your life, in this change of your life. And you were so successful because of this model that what are you doing now in your life? You, of course, you are still a successful chicken farmer, but what are you doing now with Karimu?
yeah. And then last year I had an opportunity to join Karimu. Was I think was something that I've been looking for to work with the community, especially youth. And then I went to Uganda for more training on entrepreneurship. So now I'm lead coach on entrepreneurship. And I am income program manager. I have several projects that I'm managing. I am managing biochar. I am managing chicken, commercial chicken. I am managing green beans as well as vanilla, and I'm also training entrepreneurship skills. So we are now trying to integrate these projects because, for example, we are doing chicken, and then you train someone to raise a chicken. Like me, I was trained. I had some little knowledge on raising chicken, and then how can you turn that chicken farming into a business? So this is actually where you need entrepreneurship skills. So now I'm integrating those skills to every project, to the green beans, to the chickens, and we saw numbers of unbelievable success in each project. So for example, we started project, yeah, so for example, we started a chicken project this year with a combination of forest people from my community, number of youth, as well as influential people. So this is the first project to combine people with different economical backgrounds. And this project is so successful. We sell roosters. We were planning to start selling roosters after 2 months, but we started selling after 1.5 months. So it was a very successful project, and people made a lot of money after sale of roosters. And now on December, they will start to collect eggs from their chickens, and it will be even more successful. So another
Oh yeah,
okay.
I have a question about the chicken. So I know that one of the uh, clients or students of our chicken farming program, uh, they are in a group that we call the poorest of the poor. So they come from families that are in an extremely complicated economical situation.
Yeah.
And I know that we have some good news coming from this group of people. So tell a little bit if you have some numbers, like they had they have to put money to participate, or are they making money now? How many months is until they start making money? So they start attending the classes and the instructions. So how many months is for them to start really making money, bringing money to their families?
All right, so the chicken project, as you know, that Karimu doesn't give anything for free. As a member of community, you have to contribute some amount so that you can know value of that project, and then you'll never abandon that project. So this is the one of the very important things that we are considering. So for the chicken, every farmer has to contribute 114,000 to be part of the project. So this money goes to the buyer of the chicks so that they can own the chicks. Like this was where my money goes. I now own the chicks, and then some money goes to the feed. And then Karimu contribute 230 as a loan to them. And then at the end of the cycle, they have to repay back that money. And also Karimus also contribute 80,000 Tanzanian shillings as a donation. So we are contributing this because they'll have to buy equipment for raising chickens. This is very important part. And as you know that you can't count equipment on terms of the loan, because otherwise then it's very difficult to turn those equipment into profit. Okay, so we just give them as a motivation, and then we are also giving them biosecurities as the way to learn how to raise chicken in a very safe way, even in the future. So from there, they sell roosters after 2 months, and the revenue was unbelievable because they have to repay back some money to Karimu after sale of roosters, and we were not expecting them to left with some money in their pocket, but they left with almost 30,000 in their pockets. So they used that money to support their kids, and then to also feed the chickens left for eggs. And after 4.5 months, they'll be starting to get eggs. So this is actually where the real money comes, because every month they will get 140,000 from sale of eggs. So you can see that someone who was living below $1 now is getting 140 per month. So this is like,
So it's a miracle. It's like a miracle
yeah.
for them. It's unbelievable. Like imagine a family that they have very, very little. Now they have a business. They pay their loan to Karimu. Now they see a future for their families. I heard a story that they are extremely happy that they can fund the school for their kids that are going to secondary, high school. So it's like a miracle for these families. Francis, tell us a little bit about the biochar program. What is biochar? Like it's a fertilizer. What is the biochar, and why this is important for the environment, for the climate change? Tell us a little bit about this project.
All right. So biochar is a natural fertilizers which are made from waste farm materials like corn kernels and maize stalks. So this is actually, you are turning a waste into a fertilizers, which is too organic, and then you apply to your farm, and then you are expecting high harvest. So a little bit story about biochar. We are in partnership with Biochar Life, and then we started a small pilot last year with 6 influential farmers, and we wanted a very little number because we wanted to see the results. So after harvest of that maize, we have come to learn, first of all, number one, is the cost saving. For example, each farmer has saved up to 41,000, approximately 15 USD, by using biochar instead of industrial fertilizers for planting only quarter of an acre. So as you know, the average plot size in this region is 2 acres. So a family, the family will save up to 120 USD for using biochar instead of buying industrial fertilizers. And
20
then
USD.
another, yes, 120 USD, yeah. And then in
Yeah.
terms of the production, the average maize per quarter of an acre before using biochar was 3.9 bags. And each bag has 108 kilogram. And then after applying biochar, we collected the metrics, and we have come to learn that each farmer has average production of 6.15 bags. So you can see this is the 2.25 increase per quarter of an acre. So you are getting more 2.25 bags extra for using biochar instead of using industrial fertilizers. So this increased 57% increase in the yields or in the harvest. And then as you can see, the revenue and the profitability is that due to the increased production, farmers' revenue rose from 233,000 equals to 85 USD to 368 equals to 135 USD per quarter of an acre. So this is 57 increase in revenue. And why the increase of revenue? The increase of revenue was due to the cost reduction on which they used biochar instead of industrial fertilizers, and then in terms of the increase in the harvest. So 2.25 increase of bags for using biochar instead of industrial fertilizers contribute to this revenue increase. And why we're encouraging biochar is because biochar is a friend to our environment.
Yeah.
Now the world is suffering from the climate change. And because we are using biochar, we are catching the carbon from the atmosphere and we are sinking down to the soil. So we are reducing number or tons of carbons from the atmosphere, and we are sinking back to the soil. While at the same time, the farmers are getting profit by harvesting more and saving cost of the production. So now we are expanding this program, and we already reached 450 farmers in 2 areas we're working with, which is a large number of farmers we've ever seen. And this was even shocked to Biochar Life because they are working in Kenya. The whole Kenya, they have only 400 farmers, but only in our region, we reach 450 farmers. And now
Amazing.
more than 200 tons of biochar have already produced in our area. So we are expecting big result even next year. And this is even more important because the poorest can't buy fertilizers. So those poorest who, for example, have only quarter of an acre, they can't buy fertilizers and they end up getting very small harvest and they can't even send their kids to school. And now because of the biochar, they are getting more harvest and they are sending their kids to school and keeping some harvest for their home usage.
Fantastic, Francis. And in the name of all Karimu family, I want to congratulate you first for your resilience in not only in your personal life, but in running all these projects. I know the stories that they were not easy. Many things were against us. We had many challenges, but you kept listening to the mentors, listening to the volunteers, listen to the management team of Karimu, and you apply your knowledge of a local Tanzania to help local Tanzanians, to help Tanzanians to thrive. So in the name of the Karimu family, I want to congratulate you and thank you for your hard work. So
Thank you so much,
amazing.
David.
So we had like I know that you were running other projects, but let's go to our next step. We spoke about the importance of entrepreneurship concepts. That it was a partnership with another nonprofit from Uganda that brought the skills, right? We have the biochar that we have a partner. We learned the methodology of the chicken that you use your knowledge also to build this methodology also for chickens. So what we need, Francis, to reach more farmers, to improve the lives of more farmers, where do you need help to make this scalable?
Correct. So as a person on the ground, I have a request to everyone in the world. We need a contribution to our project. Even $1 can change the life of one person in Africa. Like in our area, We are using very small amount of money to change the lives of the people by implementing such a high skills knowledge to them, by applying this knowledge to other projects so they can have consistency in terms of the production of the high valuable crops like vanilla and green beans, and also applying biochar to their soil, which is a cost reduction. So I want to ask for more contribution from the donors all over the world who want to see the changes, who want to see people's growth. So whatever you have, whatever you can contribute can really change the life of the people here. So we do believe that, and we are inviting them to come to the ground to see what's happening here. It's a really changes for very small amount of money. So whoever can contribute, please contribute to Karimu and see the changes happening.
So, if I get more donations, you are sure that you can scale the project that you already validated. So you're confident on all the methodology that we implemented. Now you're ready to scale.
Yeah, the methodology implemented by Karimu has proven the changes 100%, and everyone who wants to see or learn how this methodology works are welcomed here. So I am very hard work person. I always after changes, I always after impact. I don't work if I don't see impact. So whatever you give us as a Karimu, whatever you contribute, you have my assurance of working very hard and provide the changes that we promised you.
Very good, Francis. So, dear Karimu friends and followers, here is the guy that is on the ground making things happening there. And amazing news from the validation of many methodologies. We have numbers to sustain the methodology. Now we need more donation, more investments to scale this and impact more lives. I'm extremely proud of being part of this. And I will echo Francis here. I want to invite you that is listening this session to come with us the volunteer trip. We have a volunteer trip happening late June 2025. And you are very welcome to join us and see with your own eyes the miracles and the impact of your donation on the ground in Tanzania. Francis, very nice. Thank you very much for this conversation and keep pushing hard. I'm sure we will impact much more lives.
Yeah, thank you so much, Edu, for having me. I can't wait to see more results.
Very good. And for those that are listening us, follow us on social media, follow our channel on YouTube. You have more content, more testimonials, more volunteer stories, more impact stories from what Karimu is doing in Tanzania. Also, follow us on Instagram, follow us on LinkedIn. We have a lot of data, numbers, methodology to share on LinkedIn. And also, we are on Facebook. And don't forget to access karimufoundation.org if you want to see the numbers of the projects. Everything is extremely organized with a lot of transparency there. All our numbers are there, all the data, all the bills, all the records of the investments. Feel free to reach our website and find more. Thank you very much. See you soon in the next episode of Karimu Talks.
Thank you.